PBS is proud to present Wicked in Concert. Join host Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel for a celebration of the music of Wicked. Featuring performances by Mario Cantone, Gavin Creel, Ariana DeBose, Cynthia Erivo, Stephanie Hsu, Rita Moreno, Jennifer Nettles, Alex Newell, Isaac Powell, Amber Riley, Gabrielle Ruiz, and Ali Stroker.
It's good to see us, isn't it?
Yes, Kristen, it certainly is. And for good reason. We're thrilled. We're so thrilled to be celebrating the music and magic of the Broadway sensation that is the musical Wicked, a show that really changed us both for the better. Thank you to Luke Frazier and the American Pops Orchestra for that thrillifying overture, welcoming all of us back to Oz. I'll never forget the first time I heard those songs. No big orchestra, no sets or costumes, just the raw, incredible music and lyrics of Stephen Schwartz and the inventive and deeply moving script by Winnie Holtzman. That experience was life-changing for me and for countless others.
Wicked is adapted from the remarkable novel by Gregory Maguire and looks at what happened in the Land of Oz, but from a different perspective. Long before Dorothy arrived, there was another young woman born with emerald green skin. She was smart. Oh, she was fiery. She was misunderstood, possessing an extraordinary talent and a burning sense of justice. My kind of kid. At school, she meets a bubbly blonde who is exceptionally popular and whose life has been totally and utterly perfect. They are opposite in every way. Now, the initial rivalry between these young women turns into the unlikeliest of friendships until the world decides to cast one as good and the other one as wicked. Sound like a familiar story? But Wicked turns that story on its head. We fall in love with an outsider who learns that what makes her different actually makes her magical and stronger. We gain deep respect for a popular girl who learns that doing good is actually more important than being liked. Wicked demands that we see past the surface past looks, past color, in determining what is good or bad.
Yep, that message is even more relevant and meaningful today than when we opened at the Gershwin Theater in 2003. As the story begins, our feisty heroines have entered the hallowed halls and vine-draped walls of Shiz University and have been accidentally selected to become roommates. And let's just say neither of them is thrilled with the arrangement. Here to ask, what is this feeling? Please welcome Gabrielle Ruiz and Amber Riley.
What is this feeling so sudden and new? I felt the moment I laid eyes on you. My pulse is rushing, my head is reeling, my face is flushing. What is this feeling? Fervent unadulterated loathing for your face, your voice, your clothing. Let's just say I loathe it all. Every little trait, however small, makes my very flesh begin to crawl. With simple utter loathing, there's a strange exhilaration in such total detestation. It's so pure, so strong. Though I do admit it came on fast, still I do believe that it can last. And I will be loathing, loathing you my whole life long.
Dear Galinda, you are just too good. How do you stand it? I don't think I could. She's a terror, she's a tartar. We don't need to show a bias, but Galinda, you're a martyr.
Well, these things are sent to try us.
Galinda forced to reside with someone so disgustified. We just want to tell you we're all on your side. We share your loathing.
What is this feeling so sudden and new? I felt the moment I laid eyes on you. My pulse is rushing, my head is reeling.
We loathe it all.
Oh, what is this feeling?
Round and small.
Does it have a range? Yes, loathing. There's a strange exhilaration in such total detestation. So pure, so strong. Though I do admit it came on fast, still I do believe that it can last. And I will be loathing for forever, loathing, truly, deeply loathing you. My whole life long. Hey Amber, what? Boo! Ha!
I've had so much fun. We got to sing What Is This Feeling? And I've looked up to her for so long and been such a fan of her from the red carpet. I've never been able to perform with her, so we had that chance today. I think what connects the audience is you can relate to both of the characters that are so polar opposite, because I think we have both Glinda and Elphaba in us. And when you can craft characters like that have such a crazy difference, and they have such an equal love for each other by the end, and we all can relate to that, I think.
Wicked has become a true phenomenon. It's been seen by over 60 million people worldwide and is now the 5th longest running show in Broadway history. There are countless tours and productions all over the world, and the West End production in London is now celebrating its 15th anniversary.
And can we talk about the community and family that this show has inspired and created? A universe of wicked love. We really want to take this moment to thank all of the fans who have been with us on this marvelous mystical journey these past 18 years. It's not just the story of how the Scarecrow became a scarecrow or how the Twister arrived in Oz. No. It's a far deeper journey. It's about the friendship between women defying the limited and limiting roles the world has carved out for them. Now, despite the conflict with her roommate and meanness from her peers, Elphaba finally feels that her future could be unlimited. Inspired by an encouraging headmistress, Madame Morrible, Elphaba has a vision, like a prophecy about what she truly wants in a world that never seems to want her. Oh, here to dream about The Wizard and I, it is an honor to introduce West Side Story's Ariana DeBose, alongside Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony winner, Miss Rita Moreno.
Many years I have waited for a gift like yours to appear. Why, I predicted the wizard might make you his magic grand vizier. My dear, my dear, I'll write at once to the wizard. Tell him of you in advance. With a talent like yours, dear, there is a definite chance. If you would work as you should, you'll be making good.
Did that really just happen? Have I actually understood this weird quirk I've tried to suppress or hide? Was a talent that could help me meet the wizard if I make good. So I'll make good. When I meet the wizard, once I prove my worth, then I meet the wizard, what I've waited for since birth. And with all his wizard wisdom, by my looks, he won't be blinded. Do you think the wizard is dumb? Or like munchkins, so small-minded? No, he'll say to me, I see who you truly are, a girl on whom I can rely. And that's how we'll begin, the wizard and I. Once I'm with the wizard, my whole life will change. 'Cause when you're with the wizard, no one thinks you're strange. No father is not proud of you. No sister acts ashamed. And all of us has to love you. And by the wizard, you're acclaimed. And this gift or this curse I have inside, maybe at last I'll know why. When we are hand in hand, the wizard and I. One day he'll say to me, Alphaba, a girl who is so superior, shouldn't a girl who's so good inside have a matching exterior? So since folks here to an absurd degree seem fixated on your verdigris, would it be alright by you if I degreenify you? And of course that's not important to me. Alright, why not? I'll reply, and what a pair we'll be, the wizard and I. Yes, what a pair we'll be, the wizard and unlimited. My future is unlimited. And I just had a vision, almost like a prophecy. I know it sounds truly crazy and true. The vision's hazy, but I swear someday there'll be a celebration throughout us. That's all to do with me. And I'll stand there with a wizard who thinks I never fail. Though I never show it, I'd be so happy I could melt. And so it will be for the rest of my life. And I want nothing else tonight. I held in such high esteem. When people see me, they will scream. We're half of Ozzy's favorite team, the wizard and I.
This is not easy music to sing. This is difficult, and how our beautiful leads manage to make it look as though it's second nature is just a thrill.
I don't think there's a woman in the world or anyone who has sung this song and not had absolute butterflies. It's a tour de force piece, I think, and you have to be a real skilled vocalist and have so much heart and passion in your acting, and it's a real journey that you get to go on. And I feel very fortunate to have gotten to sing an incredible song by Stephen Schwartz. Hello.
Tonight we celebrate the thrilling score by Stephen Schwartz, performed with special original arrangements that are being heard tonight for the first time. A unique introduction to the musical for anyone who has never seen it, and a celebration for its millions of fans around the world.
It's been fun and exciting for me how so many people over the years have done reimaginings of the songs from Wicked with new arrangements and new interpretations. Here's a cool mashup of the things some of these singers and arrangers have done. I hope you enjoy it.
I tune her by defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye, I'm defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. Would it be alright by you? And I'll stand there with the wizard, feeling things I've never felt. And though I never show it, I'd be so happy I could have been. Light smile, light limb. She who's winsome, she wins him. Gold hair with a gentle curl. That's the girl he chose. And heaven knows I'm not that girl. They call me wonderful, so I am wonderful. In fact, it's so much who I am, it's part of my name. And with my help, you can be the same.
Unadulterated loathing for your face, your voice, your clothing. Let's just say I love it all.
They were popular. Please, it's all about popular. It's not about aptitude, it's the way you're viewed. So it's very shrewd to be very, very popular, like me.
Every moment, as long as you're kind, I'll wake up my body and make up for lost time.
Nobody in all of us, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring me down.
Bring me down.
Harmonized confections about a villainized young woman, sung by a swankified cast. It may seem like sorcery is at work, but thank Oz it's not. Viewers like you have come together to manifest this production of Wicked in concert.
What's magical is really thinking about this show from a different angle and saying, how can we make this more open, more inclusive, and representative of so many styles of singers and music?
And we have an incredible coven of singers and music still to come as we celebrate this beautiful story of friendship and empowerment and finding your truth.
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same.
When I meet the wizard, once I prove my worth.
At PBS, everyone has a part to play, including you. Become a member of the PBS family by going to pbs.org/donate and show your applause for the incredible performances you find right here with your contribution.
You want to do this?
You don't have to be a Grand Vizier to have an impact. Just a few dollars a month can make a big difference. Because the mission of PBS is to give everyone access to the arts. It's for the public, made possible by the public.
When you really think about it, PBS is laying such a beautiful foundation for young people to find their way to the arts, and I think that's really exciting. I mean, I'm very grateful.
Individual donations from citizens just like you make up the lion's share of income to your local station. Now is the time to show your gratitude for this unique Wicked experience and the many more events you can look forward to all year long.
Unlimited. My future is unlimited.
Visit pbs.org/donate and sign up as a monthly sustainer. When you do, you can take advantage of PBS Passport, a terrific member benefit that lets you stream PBS performances, dramas, and much more, including this memorable reimagining of Wicked.
Plus, you'll make even more theater, music, and art programs available for everyone in our community to enjoy.
You'll be making good.
It feels really exciting. Wicked is the musical that made me fall in love with musicals when I was in the 7th grade. And so to be singing this song in this capacity with this group and this incredible orchestra, it's just a full circle moment, a little dream come true for sure.
The trouble with schools is they always try to teach the wrong lesson. Believe me, I've been kicked out of enough of them to know. They want you to become less callow, less shallow. But I say, why invite stressing? Stop studying strife and learn to live the unexamined life. Dancing through life, skimming the surface, gliding where turf is smooth. Life's more painless for the brainless. Why think too hard when it's so soothing? Dancing through life, no need to tough it when you can slough it off as I do. Nothing matters, but knowing nothing matters. It's just life, so keep dancing through. Dancing through life, swaying and sweeping and always keeping cool. Life is fraughtless when you're thoughtless. Those who don't try never look foolish. Dancing through life, mindless and careless. Make sure you're aware less trouble is rife. Woes are fleeting, those are glancing when you're dancing. Let's go down to the Ozdust Ballroom. We'll meet there later tonight. We can dance till it's light. Find the prettiest girl, give her a whirl. Right on down to the Ozdust Ballroom. Come on, follow me. You'll be happy to be there. Down at the only because just is what we've come to. Nothing matters, but knowing nothing matters. It's just life. It's just life. So keep dancing through. Keep dancing.
We just heard from the genuinely self-absorbed and deeply shallow Fiyero, gorgeously sung by Broadway's Isaac Powell. Fiyero was a serious party boy and made it his life's work to bring the party to every school he flunked out of. It's not surprising that both Glinda and Elphaba developed feelings for this wild, seductive, happy-go-lucky prince. The bubbly Glinda with her effervescent charm and totally impossible, adorable ways, of course beats Elphaba to his affections. Sadly, this loss is not new for our green girl, who is no stranger to rejection. Performing I'm Not That Girl, I'm overjoyed to introduce one of the stars of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Stephanie Hsu.
Hands touch, eyes meet, sudden silence, sudden heat, hearts leap in a giddy roar. He could be that boy, but I'm not that girl. Don't dream too far. Don't lose sight of who you are. Don't remember that rush of joy. He could be that boy. I'm not that girl. Every so often we long to steal to the land of what might have been, but that doesn't soften the ache we feel when reality sets back in. Blithe smile, lithe limb, she who's winsome, she wins him. Gold hair with a gentle curl, that's the girl he chose. And heaven knows I'm not that girl. Don't wish, don't start wishing only wounds the heart. I wasn't born for the rose and blue. There's a girl I know, he loves her so. I'm not that girl.
I think the music is really just quite beautiful, and certainly when Wicked came out, it was just, you hadn't really seen two female leads that way, and so I just remember that being really empowering. And even singing this song with the orchestra, with the band, I just can really hear all the instruments in a way that really makes me appreciate the music that much deeper.
I just want to tell you that I am a Rodgers and Hammerstein baby. And then there is Stephen Schwartz, you know, Godspell, Pippin, Working, Wicked. And seeing the show change, you know, has changed me also. Because, you know, when you're used to those classic icons and then you see Wicked, you go, wow. You know, we're into the next century.
Now, not everything is going wrong for our favorite duo. In fact, after a night of festivating and fun at the Ozdust Ballroom, the roommates are actually starting to become, dare I say, friends? Much to her chagrin, Elphaba even agrees to be Galindified with a late-night makeover. Armed with wit, charm, and maybe even a little magic of her own, Galinda tries to give our green beauty some of her own natural confidence. Here to perform a song close to my heart, Toss Toss. I'm bursting with pride to inform you that Alex Newell has decided to make you his new project. Get ready.
Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, and let's face it, who isn't less fortunate than I, my tender heart tends to start to bleed. And when someone needs a makeover, I simply have to take over. I know exactly what they need. And even in your case, though it's the toughest case I've yet to face, don't worry, I'm determined to succeed. Follow my lead, and yes, indeed, you will be popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper ploys when you talk to boys. Little ways to flirt and flout. I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair. Everything that really counts to be popular. I'll help you be popular. You'll hang with the right cohorts. You'll be good at sports. Know the slang you've got to know. So let's start, 'cause you've got an awful long way to go. Dialysis. Now that I've chosen to become a palace sister and advisor, there's nobody wiser, not when it comes to popular. I know about popular, and with an assist from me to be who you'll be instead of dreary who you were, or there's nothing that can stop you from becoming popular. La, 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 la. We're gonna make you popular. Ha! Ha! When I see depressing creatures with unprepossessing features, I'll remind them on their own behalf to think of celebrated heads of state or especially great communicators. Did they have brains or knowledge? Don't make me laugh. They were popular. Please, it's all about popular. It's not about aptitude, it's the way you're viewed. So it's very true to be very, very popular, like me. And though you protest your disinterest, I know clandestinely you're got a great barrage, you found popularity. La, 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 la. You'll be popular, just not quite as popular as me.
For just a tick-tock of the Dragon Clock, allow us to expound a moment on a very popular perk, PBS Passport.
PBS Passport is a benefit of membership that gives you extended access to beloved dramas, mysteries, and so much more.
With a qualifying donation, you can enjoy an incredible collection of PBS programs that are available to stream on your computer or through the PBS app on your phone, tablet, or streaming device, including this amazing concert.
All it takes is just a visit to pbs.org/donate for your PBS Passport experience to begin.
Plus, you'll be supporting educational programming used in and outside the classroom, long-form journalism that's always free and available to the public. And of course, arts and cultural performances you look forward to all year long.
The adrenaline, there's nothing like that.
Step off the sidelines into the floodlights. Are you ready for it? Here we go. You've been waiting for it, boy, show. Ain't so nothing like it.
Are you nervous? Well, of course not.
Show 'em what we got. Ready or not, coming in hot. Show
Anytime you want to get really good at something, you got to get obsessed with it.
It wasn't that I felt like doing it. I needed to do it.
It's more of like an emotion than anything.
We were pushing the limits.
People were just, oh my God, they'd never seen anything like it.
Tell me when, darling.
Show 'em what we got.
I found out what musical theater was, I feel a little late, and it was because of PBS that I was able to see some of my favorite musicals. It was everything for me, the magic of musical theater.
It's your financial donation that helps bring the magic of musical theater into your home and to share with the whole community.
When I was given the offer and asked to do this, I was like, PBS is awesome. I really genuinely thought that. I thought that there was just so much information and journalism that PBS offers that I really appreciate.
Different perspectives and deeper understanding. That's what Wicked and PBS are all about. Whether it's through music and performance programs, insightful documentaries, or awe-inspiring nature and science shows, PBS gives us a stronger connection to our world.
And that is all possible because of viewers who become members. Now it's your turn to visit pbs.org/donate and support your local station as a member. And remember, with a qualifying donation, you can start your very, very popular PBS Passport experience.
You'll be popular, just not quite as popular as me.
Is there a program you'd like to watch again? Maybe a performance you didn't get a chance to see? Well, now you can with PBS Passport, a terrific member benefit that lets you stream more than 1,000 hours of PBS and local programming on your computer or through the PBS app on your phone, tablet, smart TV, or streaming device. All your favorites wherever, whenever you want. And with your qualifying contribution, you'll help make the great programs on this station possible. So go online and get your PBS Passport today.
I did it. Yay. I loved it. You know, I've sung Wicked through and back, and I know it and I love it. But it's the first time that I've ever had to sing popular. They said, we want you to sing popular. And I was just like, okay, I'll do it.
I never asked for this or planned it in advance. I was merely blown here by the winds of chance. I never saw myself as a Solomon or Socrates. I knew who I was, one of your dime a dozen mediocrities. Then suddenly I'm here, respected, worshipped even, just because the folks in Oz needed someone to believe in. Does it surprise you I got hooked and all too soon? What can I say? I got carried away, and not just by balloon. Wonderful, they call me wonderful. So I said, wonderful, if you insist. I will be wonderful. And they said, wonderful. Believe me, it's hard to resist, 'cause it feels wonderful. They think I'm wonderful. Hey, look who's wonderful. This Corvette hick, who said it might be keen to build a town of green and a wonderful road of yellow brick. A man's called a traitor or liberator. A rich man's a thief or philanthropist. Is one a crusader or ruthless invader? It's all in which label is able to persist. There are precious feudities with moral ambiguities, so we act as though they don't exist. They call me wonderful, so I am wonderful. In fact, it's so much who I am, it's part of my name. And with my help, you can be the same. At long, long last, receive your due, long overdue Alphaba. The most celebrated are the rehabilitated. There'll be such a whoop-de-doo, a celebration throughout Oz that's all to do with you. Wonderful, they'll call you wonderful. It does sound wonderful, trust me, it's fun when you are wonderful. Won't it be wonderful? Wonderful, wonderful. 1, 2, I'll never forget the first time I saw it. It was quite large and beautiful and moving, very moving. I love the show. I think it's gorgeous and it's a phenomenon. People are obsessed with it. It's like the Beatles. It's pretty crazy.
Now, as we all know, not everything is what it seems. It's a theme here, I think. And the things that at first seem wonderful are sometimes just the opposite. As we just heard from the wizard, he doesn't believe it's lying so much as looking at things another way. Glinda is now a public figure and engaged to the new captain of the guard, Fiyero. She is expected to be encouraging, uplifting, and keep Oz happy, even if she resorts on occasion to the sharing of fake news. At her engagement announcement, she allows herself a moment to pause and ask, is it worth getting what she's always wanted, even if it brings harm to others? Should she continue to smile and wave, or do what she knows is right?
This song is really, I think it's actually quite special because of its meaning. The idea that getting everything you want isn't necessarily the indication for happiness, that there's more to happiness than that, than material things, I suppose. And it's a lovely sing. It feels a little bit like a lullaby, which I love.
I couldn't be happier. No, I couldn't be happier. Though it is, I admit, the tiniest bit unlike I anticipated. But And if the joy, the thrill, doesn't thrill like you think it will, still, with this perfect finale, the cheers and the battle, who wouldn't be happier? So I couldn't be happier, because happy is what happens when all your dreams come true. And who wouldn't be happier? So I couldn't be happier, because happy is what happens when all your dreams come true. Well, isn't it? Happy is what happens when your dreams come true.
I love this music. I used to sneak away when I was at drama school with a friend of mine who used to play the piano for me, and we would sing the score of Wicked together. So I was doing that before I'd even seen the show.
Just like Glinda, Elphaba now finds herself at a crossroads and must choose between what is easy and what is right. Without the wizard on her side, she knows that taking the right path means standing alone. Oz has begun to see her as wicked, and Glinda begs her to apologize and make good. But at what cost? This next song has become a kind of anthem for the disempowered. It was the honor of my life to be able to originate this song, and I've been humbled by the countless stories from fans all over the world who've been inspired by its message.
The music is so beautiful and so striking and powerful, and I think that a lot of people find themselves identifying with Elphaba. I think everybody knows what it feels like to be that outsider who longs to be part of something and feels like that thing that is unique about them is actually what's holding them back. But I think we often find in life that that's actually what sets us apart and makes us different.
We have all experienced or will experience a moment in our lives where we need to defy gravity and find the strength to stand up for what we believe in most. It's an honor to pass the torch to the stunningly talented Olivier Award-winning actress, Amber Riley.
When they originally asked me to be a part of this, I was like, oh my God, they're not gonna ask me to do Defying Gravity. They're gonna have some big Broadway star do it. And then they were like, oh, it's Defying Gravity. I was so excited because it's my favorite song from the show. There's a special class of singers that gets to play those amazing roles, and it's really kind of like an honor to be able to kind of step into their shoes. At least for one night, I get to do that.
Citizens of Oz, there is an enemy who must be found and captured. Believe nothing she says. She is evil. Her green skin is but an outward manifestorium of her twisted nature, this distortion, this repulsion, this wicked witch.
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts, close my eyes, and leave. It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you won't pull me down. I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change. Until I try, I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love. I guess I lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I'd sooner by defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye. I'm defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. Unlimited, my future is unlimited, and I just saw a vision, almost like a prophecy. I know it sounds truly crazy, and true, the vision's hazy, but I swear someday I'll be up in the sky, defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and you won't pull me down. So if you care to find me, look to the western sky. Someone told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to fly. And if I'm flying so low, at least I'm flying free. To those who ground me, take a message back from me. Tell them how I'm defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and I'll catch them in a rebound. And nobody in all of us, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring me down. Ooh,
We'll return to Oz in 2 or 3 shakes of a spotted lamb's tail. But right now, we'd like to take a moment to applaud our perfect performers and encourage you to go online to pbs.org/donate and make a financial gift.
It's your support that makes incredible concerts like this one possible. Without it, this entire show would have been performed by the Lollipop Guild.
So please, let the stars guide you to pbs.org/donate so you can keep the magic of music in your life. Take flight and show your love for this singular, sensational show.
And I think this show about two friends who lose their way and find their way back to each other is really special. The nostalgia of The Wizard of Oz, but seeing it from the beginning. I guess that the idea of having an origin story that leads to that, for me, was really clever. And that you got to humanize someone who was often seen as the villain. And I just came away thinking, what a wonderful message to send to people, that things aren't always as they seem, and there's always a reason for why people have gotten to where they have gotten to. and that there's probably kindness where you don't think it is.
I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know.
And why not try making a monthly gift to your PBS station as a sustainer?
Becoming a sustainer is easy, convenient, and lowers your chances of encountering flying monkeys. Just simply set the amount that works best for you, and that's it.
Being a sustainer means that you know you're supporting great shows on PBS year-round. Whether it's a beloved Broadway classic, a breathtaking drama, or a mind-expanding documentary, you can rest assured that you have helped make it all possible.
And as a sustaining member at a qualifying level, you can enjoy the benefit of PBS Passport.
PBS Passport unlocks a digital library of more than 1,000 hours of great programming, including this uplifting concert, which you can have the freedom to enjoy on your computer, phone, or digital media player.
What's the best thing about a passport? Freedom. You know you can grab it and go someplace inspiring, someplace romantic, someplace unexpected. When you support your PBS station, you can enjoy PBS Passport, a member benefit that lets you stream great performances.
How dare you, William!
Masterpiece. All your favorites when and where you want them.
Oh my God!
Go online to make a qualifying contribution. And away you go.
So don't delay. There are only so many minutes in a day. Take this one to visit pbs.org/donate. And donate.
Think about how PBS has been there for you and your family through the years.
Growing up, it was PBS, Mr. Rogers and Sesame Street.
I spent a lot of time watching PBS during the lockdown. And even when I'm not locked down, I watch it. And where else can you see Broadway shows and concerts and great documentaries?
I am a PBS kid. I used to watch PBS Kids when I was younger. I am from California. I grew up in Los Angeles, California, more specifically in centrally Compton, California. And the way that I got to escape and see musical theater and watch plays was on PBS.
My pulse is rushing, my head is reeling. We love it all. Oh, what is this feeling?
As PBS has been here for you and your loved ones, now is your chance to be here for your PBS station.
We're about to return to our journey through Wicked in concert. So if you've already gone to pbs.org/donate, we can't thank you enough for your generosity. And if you haven't yet, fly on over there now and make a contribution.
And don't forget, the best way you can support concerts like this one and all the other incredible programming on PBS is by becoming a sustainer.
Your monthly gift makes all the difference. And it's easy, convenient, and affordable.
Don't wait. Go to pbs.org/donate right now.
Cut!
And now, a stunning rendition of the song, As Long as You're Mine.
Kiss me too fiercely, hold me too tight. I need help believing you're with me tonight. My wildest dreamings could not foresee lying beside you with you wanting me. Just for this moment, as long as you're mine, I've lost all resistance and crossed some borderline. And if it turns out it's over too fast, I'll make every last moment last, as long as you're mine.
Maybe I'm brainless, maybe I'm wise. got me seeing through different eyes. Somehow I've fallen under your spell, and somehow I'm feeling it's up that I fell. Every moment, as long as you're mine, I'll wake up my body and make up for lost time. Say there's no future for us as a pair. I may know I don't care just for this moment. As long as you're mine, come be how you want to, and see how bright we shine. Borrow the moonlight until it is through. And know I'll be here holding you. As long as you're
The music of Stephen Schwartz is the best music to sing. It's so satisfying. It has this incredible rock beat, and for a female voice, he writes right in the pocket. So you really get to sing like your favorite notes, and the music is so catchy, and I just love every single one of his musicals.
I was one of the lucky actors in New York City to get to do 2 workshops of Wicked. And I remember sitting in the workshop, Sutton Foster and I are actually both in it at the time, and hearing the music for the first time and watching Idina stand up and sing Defying Gravity and Kristen sing For Good with her. And I felt like I was part of history. I felt like I was watching something that was going to be historic.
Cyclones appearing out of the blue, falling houses, small dogs, and roads of yellow brick all seem to keep pushing Elphaba further and further from those she loves and from the good she's trying to do in this world. It's only when someone near to both witches is in grave danger that Elphaba is compelled to activate the magic she has always had inside. But is she using it for good or losing sight of what matters most? Here to ask if no good deed goes unpunished, please welcome my dear friend, Grammy Award winner, Jennifer Nettles.
Let his flesh not be torn, let his blood leave no stain. Though they beat him, let him feel no pain. Let his bones never break, and however they try to destroy him, let him never die. Let him never die. No good deed goes unpunished. No act of charity goes unresented. No good deed goes unpunished. No good deed will I be doing from now on. That's my new creed. My road of good intentions led where such roads always lead. No good deed goes unpunished. What good is this chanting? I don't even know what I'm reading. I don't even know which trick I ought to try. Fiyero, where are you? Already dead or bleeding? One more disaster I can add to my generous supply. much to mention. Was I really seeking good, or just seeking attention? Is that all good deeds are when looked at with a nice cold eye? If that's all good deeds are, maybe that's the reason why. No good deed goes unpunished. No act of charity goes unresented. No good deed goes unpunished. All helpful urges should be circumvented. Sure, I meant well, well, look at what well men did. All right, enough, so be it then. I promise no good deed will I attempt to do again. No good deed will I do again.
You know, I think what Stephen is able to do is he captures the range of human emotion in his music. It's never just superficial, it's never just angst, it's everything. And what I love is when everyone watches this show, they're going to hear those really sensitive, tender moments. They're going to hear that full out sound. You know, when we're working with the musicians, I kept telling them, let's get earthy here, or let's get right up in the clouds here, you know, and you really get that whole range. And that's what he does in all of his music. It's that total experience.
I think there's something about Stephen Schwartz and his writing that gives permission to an actor to, I don't know, dig deeper, delve farther. There's just something so human and yet, and relatable and yet magical all at the same time.
It's incredible. I love Stephen Schwartz's music. One of my first real fun roles that I got to do was Pippin. So I have a really big soft spot for Stephen Schwartz, and Wicked being the first musical that made me fall in love with musicals. I hook into his melodies and his lyrics. He's just extraordinary.
The first time I heard Wicked, I went out and bought the soundtrack on a CD at Barnes & Noble and listened to the entire show in my room over and over again until I knew every single word.
When I was growing up, I listened to the soundtrack to Wicked so many times. I think I ruined the CD when we still had CDs. And I really, when I had the chance to get to reimagine this with Stephen Schwartz's blessing, which talk about an honor, I said, we have to do this. We have to make this happen.
There's nothing like music for its soul, and that is Stephen Schwartz. His music really changes you, and it sings.
The tables have now turned, and Glinda finds herself in unfamiliar territory. She didn't get her way. Elphaba and Fiyero have journeyed deep into Oz to try to fight the injustice that they have witnessed, and Glinda reflects on her own situation, all by herself, in the deserted palace hallway. To perform the reprise of I'm Not That Girl, we'd love to welcome back the extraordinary Gabrielle Ruiz.
Don't wish, don't start wishing only wounds the heart. There's a girl I know, he loves her so. I'm not that girl.
Elphaba now understands that doing good can often require some incredible sacrifices. Glinda seeks out her friend in the far reaches of Oz to make amends and finally stand up for what she knew was right all along. she truly becomes Glinda, the good.
I think it's an amazing story. The story of sometimes you got to dig a little deeper and to find the goodness in someone, and you can't really judge a book by its cover. The friendship between Glinda and Elphaba it's a beautiful friendship.
I think the magic of Wicked is that, number one, it's driven by two powerhouse females who go on this wild and beautiful journey of understanding what true friendship really means and what it means to support each other, even when it may not mean that you get to stay in each other's lives. Like, it's a very, very interesting, complex story.
I think this show about two friends who lose their way and find their way back to each other is really special. Yeah, so I love this music because I think it's really wonderful to sing as well.
These women come to understand that true friendship is a bumpy and sometimes confusing road, but really worth it in the end. Despite all their differences, they have learned so much from one another. And they can finally admit that they love and respect each other for these differences.
Fellow Ozians, we may not all come and go by bubble or by broom, but we can fly into each other's hearts and leave lasting memories, impressions, and friendships that change us for the better. Even through frightening times, there is always an opportunity to try to help, to serve, and be good. And now, we couldn't be happier to share this very special performance with all of you. Just two friends, us, sharing this incredible, magical music and message that stands the test of time.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I've learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring, like a wind much blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a colorful garment that attaches to the window, like a stream that leads like a stream along by a halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. And because I knew you, because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good.
Symbols. A simple image can convey so much. What does this symbol mean to you? Does it remind you of childhood?
Welcome again to this neighborhood.
One of the best inventions ever was the book.
Or maybe the theater? Of all the many things PBS means to you, you mean the world to PBS.
I think the simplest way to say it is a world without PBS is not a world worth living in. That's just the end. That's it right there. I grew up on PBS. I grew up watching children's television when I was a kid. I grew up watching great performances. The reason I am in musical theater is because of PBS, watching the Sondheim Celebration at Carnegie Hall in 1991, obsessively watching Patti LuPone sing Being Alive over and over and over again is the reason I'm in musical theater. Without PBS, I would not be here today, so I thank you, PBS.
Because without you, there would be no PBS. Now is your chance to help PBS continue its mission by going to pbs.org/donate and making a donation now.
Wicked has already been an inspiration for so many people across the world. With its life-affirming theme of standing in your truth, how many more will be inspired by seeing this memorable concert? Your donation helps sustain the PBS legacy for both you and future generations. Don't wait. Take this moment to go online and do some good.
And as a sustaining member of your local PBS station, you'll know you are doing good with a monthly donation of support. Go to pbs.org/donate and become a sustainer right now.
Then, the next time you tune in to see a theatrical performance or documentary, you'll know you are helping to change us all for the better.
It is so important to support PBS because they provide such important content for so many people to see, and their education is vital to young people, and I'm so glad to be a part of this special.
All right, enough, so be it, so be it then. I promise no good deed will I attempt to do again. No good deed will I do
While we all can occasionally relate to this sentiment, supporting PBS is, in fact, a good deed that goes unpunished.
Actually, becoming a member of your PBS station is a good deed that gets rewarded, not only with the warm, bubbly feeling you get knowing you're doing good, but as an added benefit of membership, you also have PBS Passport. You can return to this special concert and discover more incredible performances whenever and wherever you want.
Is there a program you'd like to watch again? Maybe a concert you didn't get a chance to see? Well, now you can with PBS Passport, a terrific member benefit that lets you stream more than 1,000 hours of PBS and local programming on your computer or through the PBS app on your phone, tablet, smart TV, or streaming device. All your favorites wherever, whenever you want. And with your qualifying contribution, you'll help make the great programs on this station possible. So go online and get your PBS Passport today.
This is your last chance to show your appreciation for this incredible experience and the many more you find on PBS. Visit pbs.org/donate and become a member of your local PBS station right now. Thank you.